What up, though, everybody, and welcome to Lions Nation Unite. I'm Spencer Raxter of Woodward Sports. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Follow Lions Nation Unite on all different social media platforms, whether it be X, Facebook, or Instagram. Again, drop a like. And in the last episode, you guys liked my shirt so much. Kept talking about it. Oh, shirt. What? Sick shirt. Dude, such a cool shirt. Well, there's another one for you. The Vikings suck too, baby. The Vikings suck too. You can go to lionsnationunite.com and get any of that merch. The Packers suck shirt, the Vikings suck shirt. There's a Bears suck shirt, Kings of the North, grit, Sonic and Knuckles collect. Anything you need, go to lionsnationunite.com. Lions Nation Night is a platform created by Herman Moore for the fans. He's bringing together Lions content creators from all different walks of life to share the news and to keep you guys up to date with the Detroit Lions. Now, I know you're looking at me, you're sitting there, you're looking at this, and you're like, hey, Spencer, it's July. It's July 3rd. Soon to be the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, by the way, to all of you out there. But it's July 4th. Why would Lions news? What are you going to be talking about Lions? We still got months until football season. Actually, we got a football game this month, folks. The Detroit Lions will be participating in the annual Hall of Fame game, taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, I know this is the preseason game. This is the nobody's going to be playing except for fourth stringers and guys that you don't really care about game. But listen, we're sickos. Okay, Lions fans, Detroit fans as a whole, we are sickos. We're going to watch. We're going to tune in. This is probably going to be the most watched Hall of Fame game of all time. You know why? Because the Detroit Lions are in it, and we, all of us collectively, are gross. We're sickos. We're starved, and we need that Lions fix. Now, luckily, we're going to have it. Obviously, we're not going to see the Penei Sewells of the world. We're not going to see the Aiden Hutchinsons, the Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Jameson Williams, blah, 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 all that different stuff. But there is still a lot of things that you can look out for in this game, a lot of players that you should keep your eye on, and I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you should be watching the Hall of Fame game. That's right. I said 5. 5 reasons why you should be watching the Hall of Fame game with the Detroit Lions. The first reason, it's that big man from Canada, Giovanni Manu. Now, Giovanni Manu has been kind of seen and everything we see with him. He's working with Taylor Decker. I know at the beginning of last season they were giving him snaps at guard, but it looks like they are ushering him, they are grooming him, and they are creating him to be the replacement, the successor, the usurper of the left tackle spot once Taylor Decker is ready to hang it up. And this is going to be a game where we see hopefully a lot of Giovanni Manu, whether it be at left tackle, whether it be at right tackle, whether it be at guard, wherever he is. I'd like to see a lot of Giovanni Manu. I'd like to see how much his technique has improved. Obviously, he was playing against much weaker competition at the University of British Columbia, where the Lions drafted him out of, but this guy is a physical freak. We know the size. He's 6'7", he's 300 plus. He's this big monster, insane speed, insane vertical jump, insane broad jump, just an absolute freak of nature at the offensive tackle position, but he was so raw, he hasn't seen the field yet. He hasn't even given the Lions a taste of what he's going to be. Now, I think that Giovanni Manu is going to do well for his role when his time eventually comes for the Lions. It's not going to be next year. It might not even be the year after that, but when Taylor Decker is ready to call it quits, when Taylor Decker is ready to hang it up, I do believe Giovanni Manu is going to be the heir apparent, and it'll be fun to watch him in this game. It'll be fun to see him motioning. I know they're going to do a lot of that. Obviously, we know how much they like to use Penei Sewell and Dan Skipper, rotating, moving, motioning, optioning, doing different things on the line of scrimmage pre-snap, during the snap, to get them moving, to get them out in space in front of the tight ends, in front of the running backs, in front of wide receivers on the outside. It'll be exciting to see not only how concrete his technique is when it comes to motioning and pulling and that part of the offense, but to see how improved he's become technique-wise as a pass blocker. And we know, like I said, he's a physical freak, but he's got a lot of potential that needs to be chiseled away, a lot of raw talent that needs to be honed before he's an NFL player. So I'm excited to watch Giovanni Manu. That is number one for me. Now, number two is another guy. He's got a stash. He's got the mullet. He's the big dog from Georgia, the rookie Tate Ratlage. Now, this one, I didn't know where to put it on my list because, honestly, I don't expect Tate Ratlage to be getting a lot of playing time in this Hall of Fame game because I believe he is fighting and eventually going to win a starting spot on the Detroit Lions offensive line next year. But it would be very cool to see him getting some snaps at center, to see him getting some work there, because I do believe he is the heir apparent. I think once he is solidified, once he gets his sea legs in the NFL, maybe next season, they're going to be using him as center. I do believe Tate Ratlage will be the center of the future for the Detroit Lions. So if he can get some of that work in the Hall of Fame game, now I'm not saying play him the whole game, maybe not even a whole half, but give him a quarter at center. Let him see that. Let the Lions fans see how nasty of a blocker that this kid truly is. Number three on my list, it is another rookie, and it is that bad man from Boise State, Amed Hassan. Now, this Hall of Fame game is not going to be going up the best of the best. It's not going to be going up against the Chargers' first-team offense. Amed Hassan is not going to be lining up against Joe Alt out there, but I want to see what this kid looks like off the edge. I want to see the fluidity of his moves, his ability to rush the passer, his ability to attack the pocket. I'd like to see Amed Hassan play a majority of this Hall of Fame game. I think it'll be a good spot for him to get a lot of snaps. I think it'll be a good spot for him to go up against, albeit not great, but still NFL talent. I'd like to see Amed Hassan play a lot of this game, and I think that's something that I have my eyes on personally, is to see what he can do, to see how he plays in the run, to see how he gets after the passer, because although these guys are going to be third and fourth string offensive linemen, they still are NFL bodies, and I want to see his package of pass rush moves. If the bull rush isn't working there, if he can't just do it off of brute strength and athleticism like he did a lot of the times at Boise, I'd like to see his moves. I'd like to see a first move and a counter and then work it from there. So I'd really like to see Amed Hassan and how he has refined his pass rushing so far. The fourth reason to watch the Hall of Fame game for the Detroit Lions, I mean, you're going to watch anyways, but the fourth thing to look out for the Detroit Lions in this game for me is that safety play, whether it be Mo Norris, whether it be our guy, Sion Vaki, or whether it be rookie out of Georgia, Dan the Man Jackson. I'm excited to see, because I do believe that backup safety spot, whether it be behind Brian Branch or behind Kirby Joseph, is kind of wide open for the Detroit Lions. I know they're looking at Mo Norris, maybe Avonte Maddox in that spot right now, but I do believe if Dan Jackson, if Sion Vaki, if they go out there and they perform at an extremely high level, that position is not concrete. That position is up for grabs. So I do believe they could have a lot of success trying to fight, a lot of success proving where they belong in that safety room. Obviously, with Brandon Joseph dealing with what he did, with Ifantu Melifonwu moving on, that backup safety role for the Detroit Lions is kind of up for grabs. Avonte Maddox and Mo Norris seem to be the leaders in the clubhouse as of right now, but Dan Jackson and Sion Vaki have a good opportunity, I think, in this Hall of Fame game to give Dan Campbell and this coaching staff some good impressions, to see what they can do out there, and to possibly fight for more snaps going into the true preseason. Now, the fifth and final reason I think we should watch, I had Ennis Rakestra up there, but again, Ennis Rakestra is not a player I expect to play too many snaps in this game. I think he is another guy that's going to be competing for a starting spot in camp. He's a guy that this Detroit Lions team saw a lot of him last year in camp and in the preseason, before obviously he dealt with injuries and he was banged up for a majority of the season. But I don't think Ennis Rakestraw is going to be playing a lot of snaps in this game. But a guy I do want to see play a lot of snaps, a guy I do want to see go out there and prove that he is another type of athlete. When you look at the guys that are going to be on this field, it is rookie wide receiver out of Arkansas, Isaac Tesla. Now, I want to see him running wild. I want to see him wide open, streaking for touchdowns. With the talent he has, with the skill he has, with the hands he has, and with the pure speed and athleticism he has, I do believe he is going to shine big time if he's given a lot of opportunities. Now, whether it be Kyle Allen or Hendon Hooker, if they're going to be able to get the reads or get the ball to him, that is a different story. But I want to see Isaac Tesla running sharp routes, running quick cuts, and running down the field open because he is burning the cornerbacks that they decide to put out there. Again, I know it's the Hall of Fame game. It doesn't matter if you look good. The majority of people out there are either rookies or not going to be on the roster when the regular season starts, blah, 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 blah. But if you are out there and you are an Isaac Tesla, you are a Tate Ratlage, you are Ahmed Hassan, you are Giovanni Manu, you are a Sion Vaki, you should go out there and you should prove you don't belong. You should prove that you are better than what the Chargers are putting out there in the Hall of Fame game. I know this is kind of sick to do, and I feel a little dirty doing it, but gosh darn it, football's back, baby. We got a Lions game in the month of July, and it might be the Hall of Fame game, but there are still a lot of talented players to look out for during this game for the Detroit Lions. I'll go over it one more time. Number one, the big fella, Giovanni Manu. Number two, the other big fella, Tate Ratlage, the stash. Number three, Amed Hassan, the Egyptian expertise. We got to think of a better name. The Egyptian nightmare, whatever I want to see him out there. Number four is that backup safety spot, whether it be Dan Jackson or Sion Vaki or Mo Norris. I want to see how those guys play out there. And then number five, the rookie tight end, the rookie wide receiver, the dreamboat, the Michigan kid, Isaac Tesla. Let's see if they can go out there and perform at a level to where they look like they don't belong. Go out there in the Hall of Fame game and show Canton why you'll be back in 10 years, hopefully. So shout out to these rooks. I'm excited to see these guys go out there and get their first tape. It's football season, ladies and gentlemen. Lions are back, and here on Lions Nation Unite, we're giving you all the coverage you need. I am Spencer Raxter of Woodward Sports. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to Lions Nation Unite. Give us a follow on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, and make sure you go to Lions Nation Unite to get some sick merch, whether it's Packers suck, Vikings suck, grit, Bears suck, Kings of the North, loyalty, whatever you need, you got it at lionsnationunite.com. Again, I am Spencer Axter of Woodward Sports. Appreciate you guys tapping in, and we'll see you next time. Peace.